This is your reading selection for your assessment today. The directions tell you to read the selection, and then you will answer each question in the rest of this assessment. The title of this story is Do Not Drop. I found the book in the basement. Its cover was so clear that you could almost see through it. There were only 5 words inside. Do not drop this book. I'm a rule follower, but this book made me curious. What would happen if the book was dropped? I had to try it. Alone in my room after dinner, I held the book high above my head and let go. The book slammed on the floor. It trembled and made a loud belching sound. Then a green lizard squeezed out. The lizard was the size of a baked potato. Smoke curled from its short nose. It was a dragon. "Hello," I whispered. My voice cracked. "I'm Yuka. Who are you?" The dragon looked at me with round, yellow eyes. She wagged her spiky tail. "You're cute, aren't you?" I carefully ran my hand up and down the dragon's back. "I've always wanted a pet." I looked at the book again. Now it said, "Dragons do not make good pets. Drop the book again and send the dragon back." Give her back? No way! That book didn't know what it was talking about. This dragon was harmless. "I'm going to keep you forever," I promised her. The little dragon smelled the floor and moaned. She seemed hungry. I looked at the book. Its pages had changed again. Now they showed a picture of a dragon eating a piece of meat. "Do you like chicken?" I asked the dragon. She gave a joyful eep. I dashed downstairs and grabbed some chicken from the refrigerator. My dragon chomped away happily. Then she curled herself into a ball and fell asleep. She was still asleep when I got into bed a few hours later. "I can't believe I almost listened to that book," I whispered into my pillow. "If I did, I wouldn't have a dragon." Something that felt like sandpaper rubbed across my cheek. I sat up. My dragon was sitting next to the bed. Her long tongue hung from her mouth. She was as big as a bear. "How did you get so big?" I asked. Her tail swished from side to side, knocking over my dollhouse. Before I could stop her, she squeezed into my bed with me. I was still wide awake, but my dragon was asleep. Smoke poured out of her nose. A whoosh! A small flame escaped her mouth. I had forgotten that part about dragons. I turned on the light next to my bed and grabbed the book. I needed an answer, even if I didn't like it. This time the book's pages read, "Told you so." I hung my head. I didn't want to do this, but the book was right. "Goodbye, my dear dragon," I said quietly. I dropped the book onto the floor. The dragon disappeared in a flash of bright light. I stuffed the book under my pillow. I should have listened to it in the first place. I wonder what it thinks about cats.